Cybernation Uncensored.
Because I have no idea what's going on with this buffering issue. Because it's showing us running through 60 FPS right now.
And it's still good for me right now. I don't know if it's is it a international connect or
I have no idea.
something?
I'm gonna keep refreshing and seeing if I can get this up and running. Okay, well, since it's gonna be displaying anyway, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, folks. So, hi everybody. My name is Capricious Nature, and I am back for the first time in over a year in the GM spot. Very happy to be here and very excited to be playing Death in Space with everybody. Today we are going to be doing our session 0. We're going to be doing character creation, and as part of our series, what we're going to be doing is after this, I'm actually going to be recording a separate video to be posted up on YouTube. It's going to be my third attempt to record it. That is instructions on how to run a session 0, how to do your character creation and hub creation, which is what we are going to be doing today live. And yeah, you can find me here on Cybernation Uncensored pretty much exclusively. I've got homebrew content that I've already made for this game, and I'm going to be continuing to add on, and we're going to be mixing a little bit of that into here if our players so decide to follow through with one of those pathways. And for our game, we are sponsored by not Free League Publishing. I wish we were. Free League Publishing, reach out to us, please. We are sponsored by Sirenscape, and we are sponsored by Fantasy Grounds. And we are happy to be working with both. And hopefully, again, Free League Publishing, you guys should totally reach out to us. And hopefully we can get something going on that. Now I'm going to pass this on over to our next player, Crimson Snake. So Crimson Snake, go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Stand by. Stand by. They're not hearing us.
Because it's still on the countdown. It says videos buffering, use low latency.
Okay. Sorry.
So they are, for some reason, 2 minutes behind, and I don't know why.
That is weird. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, Crimson Snake, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binding findies, and hellions of all walks of life. I'm Javante, also known as Crimson Snake. I'm normally speaking in a lot of different places because I never stay in the same place twice. I'm super excited to be a part of this because sci-fi and dark sci-fi has always been a little fan favorite thing of mine, and it's also been a while since I've been on Cybernation Uncensored. Not since the Coyote and Crow one shot, I think, which was last year that I've been on this place. So it's been long enough that it's been too long since I've been back, and I'm very excited to be a part of this once more.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Fu, go for it. Oh, you're muted. Mute gods are appeased. Oh, we lost Fu.
Oh,
Oh no. Technical difficulties always. Always, always, always.
it'll be okay.
There
We'll
we go. He's
summon him
back.
back. Foo, we choose you.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Let
now
me
we
know
can hear
if
you.
you hear me. Great. That was embarrassing. Yes.
Nah,
Fu is the name. And apologies. I'm next to the road. Fu is the name, and tabletop role playing is the new game I got into, and I've been hooked ever since I started. Met a bunch of people. Wish I started earlier. Um, I'm trying new games all the time. This is not the first space horror that I've played. I'm really excited to try this new system and the character build options they have here. I have a character that I built reading through the book once, but I would like to see what the dice rolls give me just for the fun of it. But yeah, looking forward to sessions. You're a big Cyberpunk Nation fan. I also got a character in Night City Story. Playing from Jamaica, by the way.
That's awesome. Happy to have other folks from around the world as well. For those of you who are unaware, I'm broadcasting from Taiwan, which is probably one of the reasons why we've got such bad latency right now. So my apologies to all of our viewers. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. These things happen. Um, so our next up is Tall Halfling. Go for it.
I am Steve, Tall Halfling on most of the socials, Tall Halfling RPG on Threads. Well, I will confess, I am older than dirt. I ran my first RPG campaign in 1992. Then there was a very long hiatus. Came back to it about 5 years ago. Switching YouTube channels, and I'm looking forward to taking a walk on the darker interstellar side.
Awesome. And Vulpus Fox, go ahead and introduce yourself.
hello, I'm Vulpus Fox. Find me on just about all the socials with the name Vulpus Fox, Twitch, CNU, or Discord. Playing a few games over there at CNU. I've been playing on the tabletop genre for God too long. I think I'm in the same boat as Tall Halfling over there, just way too long. And just looking forward to giving this game a try. I've never played it before. I'm ready for the chaos to ensue.
Me too. Yeah, this is my first time running the system. I've been very excited for it, and I'm also excited for the chaos to ensue because that's half the fun of Death in Space is the chaos that comes with the void, and I absolutely love some of the stuff that the system has. And as I've mentioned before, for those of you in our audience, if you want to check out our Discord, I've got it posted up under my creator page and under our Death in Space page. I've already put together some homebrew content that you guys can check out. It's got new cosmic mutations, or sorry, not cosmic mutations, cosmic horrors. It's got new issues that can happen when you fail your cosmic checks. And in the future, I'm looking at possibly creating new origins for new characters and all that fun stuff. You can also check out our Discord as well for a absolute buttload. I'd spent an ungodly amount of time, an absolute buttload of random generators that will help any GM run a game. So it'll help you with creating NPCs, it'll help you with creating PCs, it'll help you with creating hubs, as well as spacecraft and encounters. So you can check those out. Now we've gotten our introductions out of the way, and I'm looking at our Twitch, and we are running successfully, even though we've got about 5 minutes worth of lag, so that's fun. But we're gonna go ahead and start up with our character creation, and on your Roll20, let me pull up my Roll20 page. I'm going to go ahead and create a couple of character sheets for you guys, and we are going to start. We're going to start playing. So I'm going to pop in names first. So Crimson, and then you can change it for your character once you decide your character's name. And then I'm going to make one for Foo.
As a reminder, when you make characters, you have to set them so that we can edit them.
Yeah, I've got to do the edit button. That's my bad. Sorry.
It's all good.
Can be edited. There we go. All right. Character. And then we've got halfling. And I'm sorry I did not get this done in advance. I spent so much time trying to put those little tokens and stuff together, and this week has been absolutely crazy for me. So yeah, my bad. And then we've got our box journals. There we go. Okay, so you should be able to see your character sheets.
Death in Space.
And
Yes.
what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running through. Oh, sorry, what was that? Crimson, did you say something?
Oh no, I was making the
Oh,
Death
okay.
in Space like
That was
I have been resisting making the Muppets joke for a couple of weeks now.
you and me both.
You can make Muppets jokes. It's okay.
Yeah, I was gonna, y'all have been resisting that. I've been doing that the entire time.
I promised my partner I would be good.
There's no need.
I
to
didn't
be
say
good.
what
It's
kind of
okay.
good.
I have
Well, I did.
promises.
He didn't specify what kind of good.
Exactly.
Because evil can be good.
Do what you need. Do what you want. Now for character creation. So we're going to be running through this, and I'm actually going to read this straight from our book. I've got the wonderful hard copy, absolutely beautiful hardbound book. It is a wonderful purchase. If you folks are interested in running this game, I highly recommend going out and buying it. It's got tons of tables in it. It's got everything you need. Of course, the PDF has everything as well, but the hard copy is always better to have because you get the new book smell. So, for starting up a campaign, it says begin by creating the crew and their hub. Involve everyone around the table, discuss the tone and the setting, what kind of game you want. Do you want to focus on intrigue and power struggle, or on exposition to forgotten places far out of the stellar system? Let the players influence what the hub looks like, its purpose, name, and other characteristics. It starts out rundown and almost non-functional, but the crew can upgrade and customize it during their adventures to truly make it their own home. In a typical campaign, the player characters start out on the Iron Ring at the bottom of the food chain. They are a small crew that have just come across an old spacecraft or space station. Will they try to get off the ring, or will they work their way through the power structure? There is a starting scenario inside the book that we are not going to be using because I told my players here that they can read anything and everything from the book because I already have my own ideas. And after we are done running the actual game, there is a piece of work that I'm doing for our wonderful GM Rob Mulligan, and then I will be taking a stab at turning what we're going to be doing as our adventure into a playable adventure, a little mini campaign. So that's going to be my goal after this. So, getting started, we are on page number 12 if you've got your PDF or if you've got your hard copy. What I would like you folks to do is either choose your origin or roll for your origin. So we're going to go one by one. Crimson, do you want to choose or do you want to roll?
I'm going to roll for my origin.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a 1d6.
And that is a 3, which means I am a punk.
You are a punk. All right, so go ahead and on the character sheet, you can go ahead and fill that out. I'm going to pull up my John Smith on here so I can follow along with you guys. So under the section where it says personal information, it should say on there your origin. So right up on top, go ahead and put in punk.
Gotcha.
Foo, it is up to you. Do you want to roll or do you want to choose your origin? Oh, you are muted again.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Got you now.
I do hope you can hear me.
Yep.
Damn, it's so loud. Okay, wait. You see? All right, cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with number 2, Chrome, ancient AI placed in a body vessel of organic material, powered machine, but with an organic CPU.
All right, sounds good.
That'll be my origin.
All right. So we've got one punk, we've got one chrome. Halfling, go for it. Do you want to roll or do you want to choose?
I'm going to try rolling. We'll see how this goes.
All right, go ahead. 6. You
Okay,
got
I am
void.
void.
Oh boy. All right.
Robed nihility shamans. Okay.
That's gonna be fun. With our homebrew content, the void stuff gets pretty intense. So, if you've checked that out, if you have not yet, I highly recommend check that out. It can get pretty. Same for Chrome. Chrome gets pretty nasty, especially if you're messing up on the void rolls. So yeah, check those out. For sure. And Vulpus, do you want to roll or do you want to
Yeah.
choose?
Definitely going to roll. So let me roll that little d6 there for you. 2.
All right, so we got 2 chromes. We've got 1 punk and 1 void. All right, so we have 1 human. 1 human amongst our crew. Congratulations.
Oh, man.
Crimson, you are our singular human because void, I don't think, are totally human anymore. Our next step for the origin is choosing out which one of your details you want to have. So if you are a chrome, you can choose native machine or body battery. For punk, you can choose stubborn or green thumb, and for void, you can choose voice of the void or masked. So you can choose which one you want. It is up to you. So let's start from the bottom. Vulpes, what are you going to be choosing? Try that again. I could not hear you.
I am choosing, what do you call that? Native machine?
Native machine. All right. So
Yeah.
you can converse with computers as if they were real people. Plug in and find a friend. All right. Sounds good. Halfling.
I'm going to go with Voice of the Void. You can make
Voice of
nearby
the
electronics
Void.
emit static and crackling whispers.
Yes. Make nearby electronics emit static and crackling whispers. For this one, it is going to be quite a bit of fun. You can actually do this pretty much on command. If you're near something that is electronic, you can let me know if you want to use Voice of the Void, and I can give you a voice from the void.
Cool.
Fu, what would you like?
Hmm.
You are muted again.
Interesting. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
I just noticed that one of us is already. So we got 2 chromes in the party.
Yep. You can do native machine as well.
Or delayed.
If both of you are native
Yeah,
machine,
it's a delay.
we've got 2 folks that can
Yeah, no,
interact
yeah.
directly
So we
with,
got 2 chromes in the party.
Yeah.
unless you want to do body battery. It's totally up to you, because body battery is also pretty helpful.
Yeah, that is what I was leaning toward. Yeah, let's go with body battery, just to add variety to the thing.
You're going to go with which one?
I think he said body battery.
Body battery, okay. All right, and Crimson Snake.
Body battery.
Yep, there we go. Now I can hear you. Sorry, I don't know why your mic keeps going out for me.
And on my end, I'm picking stubborn, which
Stubborn.
is
All right.
I never give up. I re-roll any dice rolls once per session.
All right. All right, so we've got a stubborn punk, we've got a native machine, we've got a body battery, and we've got a voice from the void. All right.
We's gonna die, folks.
All right. Now, when it comes to character creation, after we've gotten our origins, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing character details. So for this one, what I'm going to have you guys do is, again, either you can roll or you can choose what you would like. And I'm going to let you guys go ahead and run through those. I'm going to give you all a minute right now to do that. I'm not going to go one by one, person by person. So I'm just going to let you folks roll. And then in a moment, we're going to go through and talk about what you rolled or what you chose about your character details. So that'll be your background. So what kind of background do you want? What kind of traits do you want? What kind of drive do you have? And what kind of look do you have? So go ahead and roll for those. It's going to be 4 d20 rolls.
This is section 3. Okay.
Well, for background, trait, drive, and character details for looks. So it's 4. On page number 17.
Oh, okay. Character details.
I have dyslexia, and I have read through this book now 8 times. So I am
15, 16, 17.
moderately
Okay.
familiar-ish with the craziness of the tables.
Okay, so this is character details, correct?
Yes, You guys are going to be
Yes.
rolling
Okay.
for choosing your character details for background, trait, drive, and looks.
See what we got here.
That tracks.
I want to see where our broadcast is at. How far back are we while you guys are doing this? Crimson, did you say something?
Oh no, I was making the death in space like take
That was
I have been
I said-
resisting making the Muppets joke for a couple of weeks.
Wow, okay, so our stream right now is still on the Muppets jokes.
God.
Oh boy, that is a lot of lag. All right.
I did as a thing. I rolled my ability stats already, and I'm not upset. I am
Upset?
concerned. I am concerned.
Concerned. Okay. Well, we haven't gotten to our ability points yet, so we will be getting there.
Because I can't
Oh.
wait to say what I have.
Okay, what is this? Hold on. This was character what? Character
Oh,
details.
that was actually step number 1, and I forgot to do step number 1. See, this is my dyslexia kicking in because I am a dumb bitch sometimes.
All right.
So,
On the
oops.
character sheet, where does the character details get inputted?
So character
Oh.
details, if you go under the main one, it says section 1 personal information. So it'll say
Mhm.
background, trait, looks, past allegiance, and drive. So those are all there. Just on the very first one for personal information.
If you go to another tab and come back, then it appears. If the first tab is blank. That's what
Aha.
I've done.
All right.
That's
So
a little
drive.
bit janky.
It is. Well, I mean, they just put this one out for Roll20, didn't they?
Yeah, this one is user made. I keep forgetting the name of the gentleman who did it, but they are a saint. Because
Yeah,
they
they.
did it for Roll20. They also made one for another one of the tabletop systems. But yeah. So go ahead and either choose or roll for your looks, for your background, for your trait, and for your drive. And then we will do abilities because I totally skipped abilities and I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah.
12 roll. Also completely tracks.
Also going to need to find a better way to do sound because I think we're getting a little bit of feedback. Pics in space. Oh my god. A little bit of rust ring.
Oh, that's unreal. That's not fair.
Steam powered giraffes. Fire. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Now we almost did that to Raven. We were all sitting around while Raven was doing something else. Like, hey, we should all be law enforcement because we're in space with our High Riders program.
Lord.
Oh, it would have been great, but we decided to be medics instead. Go figure. Okay, where was I? All right, so I'm lost there. I need to back up to background traits. All right, so let me get that. Okay, roll a d20, which was, what was that?
we go. Now I've got my audio working okay. Finally. Holy crap. Somebody want to say something really quick so that I can test this out? Oh, shit. Now the desktop audio isn't picking anything up. Of course. Okay.
I have no idea what a gravity swindler is.
And let me see.
All right. I think I
F.
got our audio issue fixed again. Somebody want to try saying something?
Hello.
Okay, there we go. Okay, now it's working. All right. Yay. Okay.
Yay.
I'm still not used to OBS. Okay.
Testing, testing.
Yep, we're coming
1,
through
2,
just okay
3.
now, and we're not getting any crazy
Yep.
feedback on my mic, so that's a plus. What we need to do now is we need to do our abilities because I totally forgot about abilities. So if anybody has already done their abilities, congratulations. If you have not, then we're going to be rolling those right now. Now, how abilities work is that you roll 2d4, and so the first d4 is going to be the origin score, and the second d4 is going to be the subtracted score. So it's going to be a subtracted value from the first dice that you roll. So for Crimson Snake, for body, for dexterity, for savvy, and tech, you've already rolled for those. So what do you have?
All right. For body, I have -3.
Oh God! All right.
For dexterity, I have -1.
Okay.
For savvy, I have -1.
Oh
For
boy.
tech, I have -2. Didn't roll a single positive number.
Well, that's going to be. You're definitely going to want to make sure to get the wonderful. Oh, what is that? Not inspiration points. What do they call it in this game? For advancement points, you're going to need
Yeah.
to get those because for the advancement points, you're actually able to increase and improve your traits. So increase an ability by 1, raising it at most to +1. XP cost is 5, and so you can pick those up actually pretty quickly as long as you are following through with the advancement goalposts that the game has set.
Hey, Foo. You need to put a negative between the D4, not a plus.
Yeah, minuses. Yeah, negative.
Testing, yeah.
Yeah. We got you now. So it should look. Let me see if I can
Yeah,
actually.
thanks.
So Foo, you've got a 0. Those are two
D1.
D6s. So that wouldn't be what we need. You got a 0. You've got a +2. You've got a -3.
Right.
And you need to roll one more 2d4.
Yeah. I ignore that. Right.
Okay.
Kind of like that. Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
That's
you
for
rolled
savvy.
better than Crimson did.
Sure.
Body 1.
Okay.
Oh, crap. You had the
That's
jinx, it,
actually
didn't you?
perfect.
My abilities actually kind of make sense.
I'm rolling better than I did during my initial build.
So we need to here. Let me see if I can actually put this in where you can register it. Just a second here. That's formula you're looking for right there. /R
-2.
1d4 minus 1d4. Yes. Yes. Oh, you got okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
We got to
Alright.
blame the GM on this one. He jinxed it for me.
I did nothing. I'm innocent.
I've been doing it manually.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
0 for body, 2 for dexterity, -3 for tech savvy. This is a good thing I chose to be a battery. And then -2 for tech. So that I got.
Okay. All right. And halfling?
I rolled not on roll 20 because I couldn't figure out how to do it on roll 20. So I have my stats.
Oh, no.
I will remind you, my trait, which I rolled randomly, was too old for this shit. My body is a -1. My dex is a -2. That
Okay.
seems kind of appropriate.
Yeah.
And then the other two are
I cannot. It's almost Providence, halfling. I rolled the same damn thing. Too old for this shit. Oh my god. All right, so those are out of the way. That's out of the way. There we go.
That doesn't sound chaotic at all.
No, not at all. Sounds like somebody planned it.
Hey, I'm down for the chaos, so. All right, and I can actually take out my headphones because now the desktop audio and the mic audio aren't over mixing, so yay!
Yeah, it's like, the two young bucks want to get out there and shoot a lot of shit up. We're just looking at each other. Me and Halfling just like, really again? No. Let's have a beer first. Let's think about this. There's got to be an easier way.
I need money, but I'm too old for this shit. What'd you get, Vulpus?
Oh, on my stat, absolutely abysmal. Give me a second. One body was doing great, and then you said something about the stats, and then it went to 0 dexterity, -2 savvy, -1 tech.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah.
I'm going to be the pilot, by the way. You watch.
Well, you can assign your points wherever you need to. So if you want to switch them around, you're able to switch them around. It doesn't have to be stuck where they're at.
Nah, I said chaos is going to rule this, so whatever happens, happens.
All right. Best of luck to you then. Well, best of luck to everybody because you've got a pilot that's not good at piloting.
Well, I don't know that yet. We haven't hit our what we are, right? No. Let's see.
Well, your background, your trait, your drive, and your character details, you guys just roll those on your own, and then we're going to go through those. So whenever we're ready, we're going to go through and take a look at who our crew is. And then we're going to be taking a look at our past allegiances, and then I'll have you guys put in your hit points.
Copy.
So for our Crimson Snake, what do we have for your character so far? What do we have for background, trait, drive, and your looks?
Background.
Kitty.
Joseph. Hello, Minnie. You decided to grace us with your presence, and by that I mean that you want more food, even though I gave you food. My background. Joseph Damos, nicknamed Stiv Danzig because punk. Uh, he was a smuggler.
Okay.
His trait is he's a bit rough.
Okay.
His looks, he wears silver sunglasses, which he never takes off.
Okay. So Johnny Silverhand going on right now.
Very much so. His drive is to never lose.
Definitely
And I
Johnny
do have
Silverhand. We've got Johnny Silverhand in fucking space right now.
Ah, great.
I do have his past allegiance ready if you also need that.
Yeah, what do you got for past allegiance?
No one.
Okay, yeah. All right. So, Johnny Silverhand in space. Got it. Wonderful. Foo, what you got for us? You are muted again.
Testing.
There we go.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Yes.
I rolled for Gravity Swindler, but I have no idea what a Gravity Swindler is.
So, Gravity Swindler.
I chose to be an asteroid driller only
Okay,
because
so
I
you
understand
chose.
what that is.
Okay.
As for my traits, I'm passionate, drive, technology, and
And your character looks?
two with holographic patterns.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
And go ahead and roll a 1d6 for your past allegiance.
Dudes with holographic patterns. There's weird lag here.
3. So the winning
right.
side. You were on the winning side of the gem war. So that means you came out looking pretty. Even though there was no true winner, no true loser. But you believe you were on the winning side. So that's what counts. That's what you get.
Even though you may have lost.
Everybody lost in the gem wars, which we'll be talking about during our session 1. Our next up is Halfling. What do you got for us?
Okay. So, as you'll recall, my origin is void, and I can make electronics emit static. My background is a static noise translator, so I can make it static and then figure out whether it means something.
Okay. Perfect.
Appropriately enough, my drive is technology. My trait is too old for this shit, which explains my abilities. And my looks, I have patches on my arms and my back saying, I love plants. I'm wondering whether I've swapped coats with somebody.
Okay. So we've got a void with a punk jacket saying, I love plants. All right.
Nice.
Hey, you know where your priorities are. You're a big tech head, but you also love plants, or as you said, you may have accidentally swapped jackets with somebody.
There was no accident. I gave you one of my jackets.
So I don't wear this anymore here.
Snuck into his quarters in the middle of the night, swapped out all of his clothes.
You need better shit here.
You need better. You need some help with your fashion, my man.
And go ahead and roll 1d6 for your past allegiance.
That's a 6.
None. So you sided with yourself and avoided the war as well as you could. That works perfectly with the I'm too old for this shit. So you are definitely focused on yourself and your static. So yourself and your static is a big drive for you.
Static cling.
And plants.
Vulpus, go for it. What do you got?
Okay. Well, I named this monstrosity Tracy Rothschild, nicknamed Lawn Dart.
Lawn dart.
Background. Yep. Background. Event Horizon Driver.
Oh boy. Okay.
Trait. Too old for this shit. My past allegiance is well, no, not yet. I see, I did that. My looks. I wear a necklace with various animal skulls attached to it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that was a little bit weird for me, but I'm okay with that. My drive, relentless. My past allegiance, money.
Money. Okay.
Contract.
So follow the cash.
Yep. Whoever's got the best, the best contract has my loyalty.
Okay. Well, that's going to work perfectly for our session 1. Very, very perfectly. So thank God, because you're a pilot, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to work out.
Yes.
Okay, sorry,
As
pilot.
a
Let me add that in air quotes. You're a pilot in air quotes.
as a thing, because I've also been doing the alternate tables. I did roll for myself a little personal trinket.
Okay.
So I have an old music cassette.
Oh, you're jumping ahead from where we're at.
I'm sorry, I did not know.
It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that. We're doing this step by step because we're putting this out as our session 0 for Twitch and YouTube, because I'm gonna be laying this out as well, step by step, and I'm not going to fuck up the ability scores first. So I'm gonna do that first on the video recording. I'm an idiot. So yeah, hopefully we'll avoid more idiocy later. Let's see. What is our next step? Our next step is our HP.
Hit points.
Hit points
Yes.
and defense rating. So your hit points, everybody, you start out with 8, and then you're going to add your body. So if you have a body of a negative number, you're going to subtract that, and that's going to be your maximum hit points. If you have a body of 0, then you have 8. If you have a positive body, then you're going to add that to your hit point pool.
Gotcha.
So
I have 5 hit points.
I see a wonderful reaction coming from Crimson. Don't you have like a -3 body?
Yeah, I have 5 hit points.
Okay, so you are squishy. You are very squishy.
I'm a very thin person. I don't eat a lot.
No, we're gonna double ration your ass every day. It's like, just take mine. I'm okay here, man. Just wow.
Just eat more, for the love of God.
I mean, I know you're into fashion, but you don't need to go that far for it. Jesus Christ.
I gotta fit in my authentic Lost Boys gear. What do you want me to do?
Oh my God,
I would
we're
love
horrible.
to see
I
that
love
in
it.
space. Authentic Lost Boys gears. 3 days.
You're going to in this game.
What? Well, hell, man, I've already got the necklace with the animal skulls on it. I'm already halfway there.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, it seems as if our stream is slowly catching up to us, because now they're talking about the plants, and that was only about 3 minutes ago. So
Oh, we're getting there.
yeah, I guess it's slowly creeping up with us. So our next step is starting gear and starting bonus. So hollows are the most common form of currency, and what I need all of you to do is roll me 3d10, and this is going to be how many hollows you have on hand.
12.
Oh, we got a rich one. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Okay, another rich one. These are impressive. Okay. I just jinxed the next person, so who's up next?
I have 7.
Got 7.
Oh
I told you I
no!
jinxed the last person.
Oh shit! Defense.
Yep. Our defense. Oh my gosh, our defense. It's just 12. And it's,
Okay.
oh right,
12,
it's
12
modified
plus
by
your
your
dex,
dex.
unarmored. I have
So-
11 defense. I'm okay on defense.
Okay, good. So your
I
defense,
have a 10 defense. So there we go.
Yeah, your defense is 12 plus your dex. So whatever your dex is, if it's a positive, if it's 0, if it's a negative, apply that to a 12. So Crimson, you've got 11. Foo, what's your defense? +2 or -2? Oh, can't hear you.
+2.
Still.
2.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can hear you. +2. Okay, cool. Whoa, so you've got a defense of 14 then.
+2.
That's
+2.
solid. Okay.
Yeah. Damn it, there's this delay on this thing.
I'm
Y'all gonna hear me in a bit.
It's okay. We got you.
It's all good.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Tall halfling, what you got for defense?
Yep.
I have a -2 dex, so therefore 10 for defense.
Okay, that's still pretty good. That's not too bad.
Tank. I'm the tank over here.
Yeah.
Yes. Officially elected the meat shield.
What do you got?
12. Backup meat shield.
Okay. Backup meat shield. So we got a tank and a backup meat shield.
My defense is at 11 due to the fact that I'm wearing authentic Lost Boys gear from the hit 2000 something on film. So the leather jacket blunts bullet rounds.
That's actually that's one thing that's going to be quite fun is that one of the generators that I put together, what it does is it actually generates weapons. And so for weapons themselves, there's a lot of different modifiers that I've added. So you might be able to find something that's like a vacuum weapon, which means that it can be used in the vacuum of space. You might find something that's like fully automatic. So you could have a full auto pistol. You could wind up with like an arc rifle. So something that actually fires out electricity rounds instead of just regular rounds. So there's a lot of variation that you guys will be seeing as we go into the game.
You're telling me we're walking around with a freaking weapons window mat?
Beautiful.
I'm all for that.
Yeah. So
dude, ship me a vacuum gun.
Speaking of vacuum guns, so your item slots is 12 plus your body, so that's how many items you can carry at a time. So we're on, let's see, we've got our hit points, we've got our abilities, we've got our defense, we've got our traits, our background, our past allegiance. And so,
Yep.
there we go.
Starting
Okay.
gear.
Yep, starting gears. This will go under personal belongings. So starting gear and starting bonuses. So what I need all of you to do right now is roll me a 1d6 for your starting bonus. So what do you have?
Isn't that just if the sum of your ability scores is negative?
Try that
Or are we
again.
doing that anyway? Isn't that just if the sum of your ability scores are negative, or is that just for everyone now?
I'm gonna let everybody do it.
Awesome.
I just have a starting bonus. All right, so Foo, you're going to have a random cosmic mutation on page 40, so we're going to roll that in just a second. Vulpus, it looks like you've got an old crew member. Tall halfling, you've got a pistol. And And Crimson, what did you
I
get?
also have a pistol.
Okay, so you also got a pistol. Awesome. But yeah, the reason I'm giving everybody a starting bonus is because you guys are going to need a starting bonus.
Good.
Just saying. As our wonderful Raven has already mentioned in our chat, the the one thing that I'm pretty well known for is being pretty horrendous when it comes to the grim dark part of grim and dark. So yeah, you guys need the extra starting bonus.
Okay, so starting bonus goes under what notes?
Starting bonus, if it's the person, you're gonna put that under your personal information. Oh wait, sorry, under your personal belongings, I think. Or no, yeah, put that into your notes. And if it's an item,
All right.
put it into your personal belongings.
Okay.
And for the cosmic mutation, that's on page number 40. So Fu, go ahead and roll me a 1d20. And this is going to be your cosmic mutation. All right, 10, symbiotic. Oh,
Ooh.
that is cool. Okay, you can take
That
over
is a nice one.
small animal in sight by sending whispered commands through the void. Allow you to control its movements, sense what it senses, and feel what it feels. That is actually really freaking cool. Okay. And it's going to be very useful. So you are going to be a very useful tank for damn sure. All right, starting kit. So starting gear, this is what you guys are going to be starting out with. So everybody go ahead and roll a 1d6.
Do we have the option to choose?
I will give you the option to choose if you want.
Okay. Gonna go with engineer just because that means I have something electronic with me that I can make whisper and therefore
Okay.
do cool things with.
All right, Vulpus, do you want to stick with Prospector or do you want to switch to something else?
I'll stick with the prospector. Like I said, chaos
I don't
rules.
need to take that up. Yeah.
And Fu, go ahead and roll 1d6, or do you want to choose one?
Yeah.
I'm not getting any audio from you. I saw
Which one? This is which one are we rolling from? My apologies. I'm talking to my
starting
girlfriend. Where are we rolling?
starting kit, page 22. So you got Ring Thug.
Okay, I'll just roll the 1d6.
Oh, that's fun. 1d4 doses of an unknown substance mixed in a bag.
Okay. Yeah.
And a distillery kit. And
Ring Thug.
go ahead and roll 1d4. Perfect, thank you. So you've got 1 dose of an unknown substance mixed in a bag. Let me know when you want to take that substance, and we can find out what that is later on.
All right, I see something here called condition. I know that stuff is reused a lot, so not 100% sure how to treat the condition.
Where?
Oh, I don't know what the substance is. I can't decide what it is.
No.
It's a mystery substance.
Yeah,
You gotta
don't
try
know
it.
what the substance is. It's going to be an unknown substance. You are going to be able to try it out and find out what it is after taking it. It could be caffeine.
The good news is you know how much is a dose.
Well, it's 1 dose, so it's already measured out. He just doesn't know what it is.
Hmm.
So it could be a caffeine pill. It could be ice. Could be ketamine or something along those lines. PCP. Who knows? Space drugs are always a big
12
question
plus
mark.
body, 12 plus body, 12 plus body. So,
It does. It will actually
okay.
say on the personal belongings, like directly under it. It shows how much space you have.
There it is. I didn't know it was auto calculated. That's why I was making sure it did it right.
You're and for my personal belongings, I rolled nomad.
Okay, nomad. Water purifier.
Bless you.
Oh, the hover hammock. I've always wanted to see that in action because there's so many things you can do with the hover hammock. Oh my god. I've watched like probably about 5 or 6 other Let's Plays, and I've seen people with hover hammocks, and they don't do anything with it. And I'm like, come on, use the hover hammock. Oh my god,
And as a
everybody's got
and as a,
kitties with them.
and as a thing, at least the game is letting me have a portion of my real life in here. Is that I have a box of spices.
Okay.
100%.
All my kitties are both sleeping.
I'm dying in space. I'm dying with flavor. God damn it.
I'm dying with spice.
I'm dying.
Are you gonna be the guy that does it off the side of his arm? Fancy spice guy.
Absolutely.
Let's try some red pepper. Ah.
Oh, is that cayenne? Oh, that's
You see-
cayenne. That's the good stuff.
You see, this is why I wear the glasses.
Because you're high on spices?
100%.
The spice is life.
The spice
is
must
life.
flow.
The spice must flow.
The spice must flow.
So go ahead and roll for personal trinkets if you guys have not already done so. So 1d20.
I like to look up.
14. A laser disc. You are definitely too old for this shit. You have a laser disc.
Oh my god.
All right, Fu, you got a DNA birth certificate circuit. Okay. Vulpus
All right, what do we
Fox,
get there?
you've got a letter from somebody you love. Aww.
Aw.
All right. So
And I just have a cassette tape, which I have decided is a cassette tape of Machine Gun Etiquette by the Damned from 1979.
Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a cassette tape on here?
Yep.
Which one?
On alternative,
Oh,
in
the
the
alternative
alternative,
table.
there is
Okay.
I have an old music cassette.
Okay, cool. All right, so we've gotten our characters all set and squared away. So make sure that you get in your information under notes. Like for your for Vulpus Vox, you've got your friend, your crew member. So you want to tell us a little bit about the crew member? Who is it?
No idea yet. I'm just assuming it's like Kif from Futurama. This is somebody who takes my abuse on a daily basis and still powers through it for some reason.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, for our next step, this is where we actually need to get into a little bit of conversation. So for the next step, what we need to talk about is, do we want a space station or do we want a space craft? This is something that we need to agree
Love
with
story.
as
A
a
very
group. So do you guys want to be slower and have more space, or do you want to be faster, more mobile, but have less space? Which one would you guys prefer?
If we're casting votes here, I personally want a spacecraft.
Okay.
I'm good with whatever the group decides. If it's got a stick on it, I can fly it.
Okay.
I'm fine either way.
Foo, you've got yourself muted again. A little bit of lag on the sound. Hold on a second.
I'm good with what the group decides. I'm excited to travel the cosmos with a spaceship or manage a station.
Okay.
I'm good with either.
Okay. So we've got one vote then. So that one vote carries the group. We're going
I was just saying that I'm good with either one.
Yeah.
All right. So, because it's going to be a spacecraft, we are going to be designing our hub. So, a hub is quite literally the player's home. So, this is going to be your spacecraft that you're going to be using. Now, the spacecraft itself is a piece of shit, to say the least, because in this future, it is a somewhat dystopian, kind of cobbled together future where things are literally only running on duct tape, fumes, and a little bit of elbow grease. And so, for a campaign centered on exploration, which works perfectly for us, you guys will have a rundown spacecraft to travel between locations within the stellar SAR system or beyond. And so, our power source, the engine powering the hub and its modules, it supplies an output power which limits the number of additional modules the hub can support. The engine needs fuel to work. At zero fuel, life support systems work, but you cannot use any additional modules or travel in any meaningful way with a spacecraft. So one thing that we need to make sure that we keep an eye on is our fuel amount. So if you get into any fights or any space encounters, that is something that you're going to have to keep an eye on. Hold on one second. A familiar reason. Full size. Oh, disc. Yeah, stupid autocorrect. Hamster rooster. Yeah, pretty much. We've got two people who are way too old for this shit. We've got one guy who's got a laser disc and one with a cassette. So
A pilot that can't fly with the nickname a lawn dart.
yep.
Be sure to buy your insurance before we leave.
Yep. All right, so core functions. All hubs are equipped with a set of core functions. They do not cost any power output. So what you guys have access to, so what you're going to have right now is you have a command center, which is the hub's bridge. This is where countless cables and wires make sure that crucial systems are working, such as scans, communications, or steering for spacecraft. You have crew quarters, so each of you has your own crew quarters. And this is your only sanctuary. And they are crammed and sweaty little spaces with room for a bed and a person and not much else. You have a life support system, which provides oxygen, heating, water conservation, garbage disposal, and artificial gravity. So you guys have artificial gravity on your spaceship. And you have a mess hall. And this is only place large enough for the whole crew to sit together and discuss current operations while wolfing down some processed grub. So when it comes to what you have, you've got your cockpit pretty much. You've got a couple of crew quarters. You've got life support systems that are running automatically, and you've got a mess hall where you guys are able to sit down and chat. And that's the only guaranteed pieces of your spacecraft. Now, the hub starts without any modules, and to upgrade the hub with modules after it's been created, you guys need to find or steal the new modules or obtain them as payment in a contract as a big favor. Available modules are listed on page 114 to 119. We're not going to be dealing with that. What we are going to do is we are going to put together our hub itself. And so for this, I'm going to create a new page. So this is going to be our hub. Let's see. No, not a mysterious note. Edit, delete. How do I delete? Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages right now. Is this Discord messaging me? Am I getting spammed on Discord because we're 10 minutes behind, or no? Okay, so somebody just texted me. All right. All right, so let's create new character. New character is going to be our spacecraft. So what is the spacecraft name, Vulpus Fox?
God. I keep reverting back to the tick, and I don't think we should do that. But I have an idea for danger boat.
Danger
I
Boat.
will take. Yes, that just like on the tick.
All right.
Yeah. If anybody else has any input, feel free to speak up.
The one way.
Always going forward because we can't find reverse.
What's a reverse?
You know, I was terrified when our pilot said if it has a stick, I can fly it, because I naturally assumed he meant, you know, the actual stick to adjust the ship, and our pilot meant the stick shift. So
No, I bring on an ancient relic from a tree called a stick.
you
The ship now has a stick. I can fly it.
you have 100% attached like the 8-ball to the to the steering device of the ship.
You know what? I wish they had that in there. I want a little Betty Boop bobblehead for the dashboard.
Oh no.
You can totally add that on there if you want.
I've elected that my character is probably the youngest on this vessel.
Oh, fuck yeah. I need a co-pilot.
Well, don't you have your
Oh, that's right. Well, he's more of a take my grief, but yeah, I do have him. I could probably use him as co-pilot.
To be honest with you, I don't want to be anywhere near the front of the ship when
in case of a crash
Oh,
you're
You want to be the last one to hit. Okay.
Yes. The two things I want is to either be the last one to hit or be in the engine deck, so that when the ship inevitably explodes, I die first.
quick and painless, or the last one to die.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, so we've got a new sheet up. So Vulpus Fox, if you want to go ahead and open up the danger boat, I've set it to hub instead of a character sheet. And
Just
so you
a
can
second
start
here.
filling out the information. And what's going to happen is I'm actually going to have everybody involved in making rolls on the hub itself. So for the hub type is a spacecraft. So Vulpus, go ahead and you can type in spacecraft.
Ready? Give me a second. I'm having to copy paste here just to get around my dyslexia.
I'm glad I'm not the only one suffering from dyslexia.
There we go. All right. Hub type spacecraft.
All right. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to get our basic information. So starting spacecraft, your DR is 11.
Okay, just a second. Let me.
That should go
Got
under hub data.
Yeah, that's where I'm headed. Okay, DR. Defense rating. There it is. DR, what is it?
11.
Ow. Dang it. Cat, stop. Alrighty.
Looks like we lost Fu again.
It'll be okay. I think he'll reconnect here momentarily.
Max condition is 5, so I'm going to be giving you guys max condition, so it'll be 5 out of 5 for right now.
All right, so 5 out of 5. Gotcha.
And fuel capacity is 6, and I'm going to be giving you guys full fuel capacity for right now, so 6 out of 6.
Okay.
As I said, you guys all got a starting bonus
No.
on full condition and full fuel because you guys are going to need it.
Excuse me.
Now, for your power source is a standard chemical engine, so it's slow. So go ahead and click slow.
All right.
And it says starting stations requires 1 unit of fuel per session. You guys are not running a space station, you're running a spacecraft, so you don't need to worry about that too much. All right, and now if you guys have the actual print book, one of the best things about this is the wonderful art. I absolutely love this cobbled together ship that they've got on here, page 28 to 29. It is beautiful. I have no idea if that's how your guys' ship is going to look, but it may be. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll for our hub background, and we're going to be going through our quirks as well. And I'm going to have the players roll for this one. So Crimson, go ahead and roll us a 1d20.
And did it. Actually, let me do the coin flip to make sure that I'm going to use which book I'm using for this background. Main book. 16, which is the DNA locked black box containing all the spacecraft's logs has never been opened.
All right. So 16.
We don't know how.
Okay. All right. And we're going to go to 4. All right.
If you want to put that into notes, you can put that into notes.
What's that?
The DNA locked black box.
Oh, it goes in the background, I thought.
Oh, okay. Yes, you're right. My bad.
No, it's okay. I wasn't questioning you. I just thought, okay.
All right. Our next one is our hub quirk. So something that's quirky about our hub. And for this one, Fu, I'm going to have you roll for this one. So it's going to be a 1d20. We got you muted again. The mute gods are owning us today. My goodness. Still can't hear you.
You think it may be lag on his side, or?
Please
Oh, there
come
we go.
back around to me. I had to reset roll 20.
Oh, no worries.
It shut down on me. I'm not able to roll here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have roll 20 up. I can't.
Okay, no worries. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, they're on my connection. I'm unable to roll at the moment.
Okay.
If you give me a few, I'll be able to roll. I just don't have my roll 20
All good.
up as yet.
All right, Tall Halfling, go ahead and roll a 1d20 for us for our hub quirk.
Yep. That's
So
a
number
7.
Minor items disappear every now and then, and just as suddenly reappear.
Oh, wonderful. Where is the
And
whole
it's definitely
corpse?
not because of the punk.
Oh, wait a minute. Why is this sheet switching around on me?
Oh.
Oh, there it is. Quarks. There it is.
Yeah, because I had
Alright.
not seen quirks at the bottom of the page, and I was looking for where it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. What's going on? My world is glitching. I think I'm on the wrong roll.
All right, and then we should have a page for appearance, but I don't see it.
I do not see it either. Is it in the alternative stuff, or?
Let me check. guess appearance we don't really roll for, which I thought we did.
I mean, I'm all for the Ford Fiesta with different parts from 20 different cars. You know,
Well, it's a 49, 50, 51,
Yeah,
52,
just has
53,
hub quirk,
54,
hub
56.
background, power source and output, and frame statistics.
huh.
Odd. Okay. So,
Oh, we can.
for the appearance, go ahead and
Not doing
describe
right.
however you would like, because this is going to be your wonderful little hub. Let me see if there is anything in the alternative.
I will answer that right now. Nope.
There's nothing on there either.
Nope. Just gives us hub quirk and hub background.
Yeah. Well, Tall Halfling gave me a great idea for the name, or the appearance. So, Thunder Cougar Falconbird.
Thunder
That was not my
Oh
suggestion.
no!
Thunder
no!
Cougar Falconbird.
No! No!
I am so lost, but okay. Whatever.
Go watch
floats.
Futurama. Go watch Futurama. You'll get it.
I've seen Futurama, but I do not remember that.
Oh God, I can't. It's one of the earlier episodes.
I hold on. I got you, fam. Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Now, the very last part we need to do is we need to do our session 0 specifics. But before we jump into our session 0 specifics, we have our discussion. We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. That way we get a bio break because I need one, and I'm pretty sure my players here need one as well. So everybody who is on our Twitch, we will be back in 10 minutes. And we will see you all in just a few. So give me 1 second. I'm going to pull our timer back up, and we will be right back.
Manufactured by Ford. It's a combination of Ford Thunderbird, the Ford Falcon, and the Mercury Cougar. Thunder Cougar
Thunder
Falcon.
Cougar Bird with 20% more eagle beaks.
This ship just looks like Johnny Cash's One Piece at a time. If that is not what plays, by the way, in the intro as our ship is flying into screen.
All right, I'll be back, guys. I'm going to leave the mics on, so if you guys want to chat, go for it.
All right, I'll be back in just a second.
Yeah, I'm going to go do some dishes real quick.
I'm alive.
We still got 7 minutes left, folks, so feel free to take your time if you need to use the restroom.
Hills. Oh, why did it have to be all the way over there? Ow. Something fell down.
No, that was my door.
Oh.
All's good. It's just loud.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let me know if y'all hear me. Frankie, Frankie. Call me Frankie. Wait, no, that's not what I said. I said, call me Foo. Huge delay.
Lima
Frankie,
Charlie.
Fu, whichever. Yes, I hear you.
15 seconds passes before you guys hear what I have to say.
Yep, we got you loud and clear. But I think there is a delay between us and him.
Testing, testing.
Da, 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 da. Are we going to die today?
Okay, it's not a 15-second delay. It's
Oh,
a
wow.
25-second delay.
Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind then. Actually, let me go check network health and see what's going on out there.
I'll have a better connection next time. I was trying this one. I have a more stable and direct line to connect through. I'll just use that in the future sessions.
All right. So it does look like what they call the transatlantic pipe is on a severe delay. Let's see what we got going on here. Wow, that is completely unusual. I've never seen a delay that big before. Saying right now, Twitch has a 5 minute, up to a 5 minute lag delay on 48 servers. Let's see here. Trying to see. Oh, there's Discord, and Discord Discord is running about 5 minutes, but that was about 10 hours ago. So I'm assuming that it's getting better. Given that you said it was, I believe, a 25-second delay between when I talk and you hear.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Hey there. I may have figured out the small problem that's going on.
Yeah, what's up?
There's a lot of congestion on the transatlantic pipe. And right now, from where you're at, there is a 5 minute delay on Twitch.
No wonder. Okay.
And
I
we got
think I hear
about,
you guys the moment you speak. The delay is when I speak. There's a 25-second delay
correct.
when you guys hear me.
Yeah,
I don't know why that is.
it's because there's a lot of congestion today. Usually it's on the send, not the receive.
Yep, I know exactly why it's happening.
Yeah. So
You can thank
I
China.
went up and I looked it up to figure out what was going on, and it's the Atlantic. Right now, the primary culprit is the Atlantic pipeline.
Well,
That's where
we
most of the
are
congestion is coming.
officially back. So,
Yay!
yay. Hi folks, we are back. And yeah, we have a huge delay. Let me see on Twitch where we're at. Yeah, it's a 6.5 minute delay on Twitch right now.
Yeah, and that runs true with what the map is showing me right now.
Yeah, the
Those
reason behind it is because right now it is Lunar New Year, and so the amount of internet traffic coming in and out of Asia is insane. Because so many people are on vacation right now. Like literally
everybody should be on vacation right now. Lunar New Year?
For Lunar New Year, we're at probably about like 1.2 billion people on vacation.
Yeah, it's pretty damned insane.
Should be better next
here.
time.
Here's hoping. I mean,
and hopefully we won't get so much lag as well for Foo, because I feel really bad.
He is.
This is where we have our serious conversation, and I'm going to be thoroughly serious about it. I'm going to be pulling up my notes. Hey, don't eat my cords, kitty. That's not food. So give me 1 second. I need to find my notebook wherever the heck that's been stashed away. So hold on one moment, and then I'm going to be taking down some notes.
Oh.
And my notebook that I have chosen for our wonderful Death in Space campaign is this. Oh, it's getting blurred out right now. It's just super cute little kawaii, adorable little guys. So this is my Death in Space notebook. So, what we are going to be doing, and this is where I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up about how the campaign is going to be run, is our setting. So the setting itself is actually going to be focused around what we call cassette futurism. So if you think about like the very original, like Aliens or Alien, it'll be along those lines. So we're going to be doing cassette futurism for our campaign. If if we run into technology, the technology is going to look like something out of 1980s sci-fi movie, 1990s sci-fi movie, something along those lines. So having
So
a
we
laser
might-
disc or having a cassette would not be too totally out of the question, because there are still cassette players and still laser disc players, and things still work with binary code, so there's no quantum computers or anything along those lines. So we're going to be doing cassette futurism.
So we can still find Awesome Makes Tape 1 and 2?
That is entirely possible, yes. So we're going to be doing cassette futurism. And my pen is dead. Oh my god. Come on. Come back to life. There we go.
Don't worry, Crimson, it gets worse.
Because the shipboard computer glitched like Max Headroom.
There's
Oh,
going to be
no.
glitches. There's going to be issues. There's going to be problems. If you guys don't have autopilot, there's no autopilot, so you're going to have to find a way to have somebody pilot the ship if you're going to be going to sleep, Vulpus. So it's going to be like that.
Oh, I've got a way around that.
What is the stick? Like the actual stick?
Stick. The stick.
The stick. Got it. Okay.
String and duct tape. Knowing our luck, the way we've been rolling, I'm probably going to go back there and look at Central Computer, and it's going to say Saturn V project on it.
Or it might say like Yutani Wayland.
Oh God.
Voyager 12.
One of the,
What's our
Voyager 12.
what's
Okay.
our AI system like? Is that up and running?
So
I saw some of the dice rolls where our AI might be a problem.
So for your guys' ship, you do not have the module for an AI, so you do not have an AI right now.
We are the AI.
Because that is an actual separate module that you'll have to get. If you want to purchase one, or if you find one, or if you steal one, or if you scavenge one, you can get one that way. But for right now, you don't have to worry about HAL 9000 trying to kill everybody. So that's going to be our background. We're looking at cassette futurism. When it comes to the actual setting and gameplay itself, as was already kind of pre-warned in the recruitment, is that this is going to be a grimdark game. So for your characters, don't get too super attached, because there is a good chance that there may be player death, either from combat or from mistakes happening or from void corruptions or any number of things. Two of you are chromes, and so there's a lot of issues that might occur with chromes themselves. So yeah, have fun with that. Be focused. That being said, though, when it comes to the game itself, what I want to know for you guys are what we call our lines and veils. And so for lines and veils, what this means is what are hard lines that we do not want to cross? What are hard lines that we do not want to see, or things that we do not want involved in our game? And so I'm going to go through each of you guys one by one, and I'd like to know what are things that you do not want inside of the campaign itself, because this will be grimdark. There's going to be violence, there's going to be gore, but I need to know what are your limitations. So let's start with Crimson. Go ahead. What are your limitations?
I am my typical rule for these things is so long as it is done with respect to what the thing is, I am okay with pretty much everything.
Okay. All right. So for your lines and veils, just make sure there's still respect on it.
Yes. Also, I realize what time it is, and I have to grab my wife from work.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to be ending very soon. If you need to head on off, you can go ahead and head on off.
Yeah.
I will reset our cameras once you head on off.
Yeah. Sorry
And
about that.
no, it's all right. Have a wonderful night, and we will see you in 2 weeks. All right, now give me 1 second. I got to reset all of our cameras. And I got to do it with a dead mouse, so this is fun. One down. Two down. Clear that one out. Oh, wait, I don't have to clear. I can just click the... Yay! Okay, that works. And then the two of you are still there. Okay, cool. All right. So, Fu, what are your lines and veils? What are things that you do not want? We either got a really big lag spike or you're still muted.
It's a big lag spike.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the same
My
situation you're in.
statements are the same as him. So long as there's respect on it, I'm here to explore my limits.
Okay.
So, and I haven't found my limits yet. So long as we keep the RP in RP, we don't take things too seriously, especially when things get into PvP. It's all role play. So long as you play in the role of your character, and it goes in a, you respect the meta.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
I agree with the previous person. Just keep respect on it. I have not found my limits.
Okay, cool. And Halfling, what do you got for us?
I generally place a pretty hard line on stuff like sexual assault. Um, um, I love what both of you said
No,
about
that's it. I'm
respect.
good.
I always kind of struggle how to frame that in lines and veils. But basically, when it comes to things like sexism, racism, transphobia, etc., it's fine with me if that's part of the world, especially if it's something struggling against. Really don't want to be role playing that, which if roleplay stays respectful, then that's kind of implied. Uh, Basically, I don't mind punching a Nazi, but I don't want to go to their rally.
Okay. I still think that it should be completely legal to punch Nazis. So the fact that it's not legal to punch Nazis in the United States or anywhere in the world, you should legally be allowed to punch a Nazi. There should be no restrictions on that. So I'm right there with
If they're in uniform, it's got to be a caveat. I mean, if they're being a Nazi in front of your face, yes, you should be able to knock them right in the snoot. But if they're not in uniform or doing anything obtuse to harm anybody around them, I would say not fair. It was like the thing in Germany where they had a whole bunch of World War II veterans come out, and a lot of people got upset with them.
Oh boy, yeah, I bet.
Yeah, and it was like, wow, that was just seriously crazy when that happened.
Yeah, the one of the things that Taiwan was very regrettably famous for a few years ago was there was a high school that did their school celebration and their theme was Nazis. And so all of the students dressed up in full Nazi regalia and they
Oh
made
my
Nazi
god.
flags and mini Panzer tanks and they paraded around doing Nazi salutes and goose steps and it was so bad that
Cringeworthy.
it hit international news. Israel placed sanctions. There were issues with international like tensions and stuff actually rising all because of this one school. So yeah,
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah. But I can see his point on that. We should be able to punch space Nazis on site without any questions asked.
Definitely. Okay. But yeah, so sexism, racism, transphobia, anti-LGBT, be allowed to punch Nazis. I mean, you guys aren't really going to be running into much of any of those in this kind of future because we've got things like chromes and stuff. So a chrome is literally a biological suit with an AI in it. It could be a male, it could be a female, it could be both, it could be neither. The suit could match, the suit could not match. So it's not going to be an issue that we're going to be running across. When it comes to racism, you guys are going to be seeing aliens. So, I mean, there's going to be possibly like speciesism. So that might be something that we run into, but racism is not going to be much of an issue at all. Unless you consider like a shark man who doesn't like humans. Again, I would call
Yeah,
that
no,
speciesism, not racism. So, oh, my
yeah.
kitties.
Like I say, it all boils down to respect each other.
Oh yeah,
I think good.
that's pretty much what the vels and lines and vels sets up for the entire group. That way, we're not, doing stuff that would make someone else uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I'm pretty much in agreement with everything else. This is grim, dark future,
Yep.
as it were. Things happen, and there's no telling what you'll run into or what you're going to see happening, and how we react is, I guess, going to be based on an individual.
Definitely. Okay.
So
Are you folks okay with gore? You're okay with gore?
I watched Aliens like 5 times just to see the gore.
Okay. Just to see that chest pop.
Correct.
Okay. So
No, gore doesn't bother me at all.
yeah, we're gonna be running across gore, so gore's gonna be happening. Sexual assault, I've never included that in any game I've ever run, so I would not be concerned with that. Sexism, racism, transphobia, again, not going to be too much of an issue. We may have speciesism if you guys run across other alien species. And I don't think there are going to be any space Nazis. I mean, maybe
I'm a
Nazis
horror
little bit.
fan over here, so yeah, bring it on.
Well, they are on the dark side of the moon. I watched that documentary.
Oh my god. There was a movie, I can't remember what movie it was.
Iron Sky.
Iron Sky, that was it. Oh my god. It was so bad and so good at the same time. I loved it and I hated it.
It was.
It was
yeah, no.
so ridiculous.
But that's a good example of conceptism there. You know, you got old ancient technology, and then, you know, you have the Earthman show up with a freaking Apple iPhone, which can outpower any computer they have on that in that station.
Yeah.
So here's hoping we find an Apple iPhone out there somewhere, preferably an Android, because they're easier to reprogram.
Your autopilot is like it's
Siri.
a Zune. It's a Zune. There you go.
Oh god. Hey Siri.
All right.
Or we get an old Alexa pod.
Yeah, I think we're a nano iPod. There we go. So your entire CPU system runs on a nano iPod. I can see that.
Hey, they went to space on a computer with less calculating power than, you know, a T700 computer or T700 calculator.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they can go to the
My mother was a computer software programmer, and she was involved in a lot of private contracts. So I've heard all about the absolute insanity of like the 1970s and 1980s about like how astronomically different and how astronomically fast technology changed in just this exponential curve.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like the space shuttle lost, you know, in its service, the space shuttle from the first space shuttle to the last space shuttle, they lost approximately 1,500 pounds just in electronic equipment because technology was advancing that quick.
Yeah,
because they went from CRT to LCD.
Yeah.
So,
and you guys
but yeah,
I'm running with CRTs, so.
I'm thinking like a whole setup like you see in the Matrix, you know, with all the TVs hanging off the ceilings and barely see out the window type thing, you know, cables all over the place.
Yeah, think a mixture of Alien with like the Matrix, things along those lines is pretty much what we're going to be dealing with. Yeah, Y2K virus. You might find something with a Y2K virus on it. We'll see.
We'll just tell it it's 1800 again, or 1900.
And then
sounds like I am going to have a whole lot of static noise to translate. So
probably.
Boyd is happy
because you guys are also the system that we're going to be working in is pretty far away from Earth, and so with the way that light travels and all that jazz, you're going to be getting like I Love Lucy broadcasts coming in sporadically.
Oh hell yeah!
You might.
I'll be watching
like,
Gilligan. I'll be watching Gilligan's Island all the time. I mean that for sure.
And this actually brings us to our next question about our setting is what year do we want it to be? How far in the future do we want this to be? Do we want this to be 1,000 years in the future? Do we want it to be 100 years in the future? Do we want to roll?
Roll it. I'm good with that.
All right. right. So I want each of you to roll 1d 1,000 plus 1,000.
1,000 plus 1,000?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add these up together, and that's going to be our year.
Oh, dear God.
I had no idea that Roll20 could handle 1D 1000.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it'll work with millions. All right, so 1524, what a horrible year.
I'm thinking, yeah,
Plus 1726, another horrible year. Plus 1783, another horrible year. Okay. Yeah, there you go. See, it'll handle things in the powers of tens.
Okay.
All right, so our year is the year 5033. So 5033.
Oh, God.
So we are in the distant future of 5033, and 10 years prior to that, which we're going to discuss with our session 1, is the Gem Wars. So 10 years prior is the Gem Wars. And you guys are living in the aftermath of the Gem Wars and all of that jazz, which I'll be explaining during our session 1 once we have everybody back. So we've got our settings. We've got cassette futurism. We've got our year, which is 5033. We've got our lines and veils done. Is there anything else that you folks need to go over or would like to mention before we conclude our session for today?
I'm good.
All good?
So we know that that Tracy is our pilot. Should we discuss what what the rest of us do on the ship?
That's going to be during session 1, actually.
Okay.
Because we're going to be starting in media res.
Okay.
So session 1 is going to be in media res, and we're going to, at least we know who the pilot is. That was the one thing that I was going to be asking today. For the rest of you and what your role on the crew is, we're going to be finding out with our first session.
Okay.
I just figured with
that means the
that
next
roll of,
session. I'm excited.
Yeah, it also gives you folks a chance to think about your character and what kind of role you want to play. So you've got 2 weeks to figure out what exactly it is you think you can do. It gives you a chance to think like what kind of role you can run with inside of the ship. And you guys can also discuss it, of course, on the character creation on our Discord. So you can discuss it on there. So if you have any ideas or any questions, you can always ask. Not the Gen Wars, Australis, the Gem, Gem. Not okay, Boomer.
oh, God. Oh.
Damn Gen Wars. Stupid Gen QRXF. Ugh, they just don't know how to dress anymore. Oh my god. So immodest.
Oh, God.
All the taxes.
Yeah, one more, and we're going to be in Generation AA.
Oh god. Well, by 5033, we're probably already on like God knows how many letters.
They probably gave up at this point.
Yeah, probably. Well, we've got
Generation
our HUD
Vista.
made. We've got our characters made. We've got some food for thought about what we want our characters to be doing themselves. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into our session 1 in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks at this time, folks, please feel free to tune back in. And you will see us in action, and we'll be starting up in media res, which means we're going to be in the middle of a situation going on. And we will find out what exactly is the crew doing, what kind of roles do they play, and what kind of things do they do on the ship and off the ship. So we're going to be learning about those, and we will also not be playing the starter adventure because I want us to be starting with something nice and fresh. I want us to do something a little bit off the cuff. So, yeah. With that, I'm going to have you guys do your outros. So go ahead and outroduce yourself, and we'll start in reverse order. So Vulpus, go ahead.
Hey, Vulpus Fox. I'll be playing Tracy Rock. What did I name this thing? Give me just a second here. Rothschild. And I'm looking forward to the to session 1. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. I know the crew is worried about landing on a planet. I am too. I just don't let them know that. I'm sure this is going to be a whole lot of fun. But other than that, holy shit, we just got raided.
We just got raided. Oh my goodness! As we
All right,
were
Marika.
out.
As we're heading
Sorry,
out.
folks,
Well,
we
maybe
are closing out our session 0. But thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate it.
God. Raid earlier. At any rate, peace out to everybody. Look forward to not crashing a ship in the future.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, Halfling, go ahead. Give us your outro.
I am Steve, Tall Halfling on most of the socials, Tall Halfling RPG on Threads. Don't actually have a name yet, but I'll
Yeah, 2 weeks.
be a void who can make electronics emit static and crackling whispers, which kind of seems redundant now that I understand the technology on board the ship, but well, we'll see. But also has a background in translating static noise, so
Yeah,
that should be
translate it.
interesting.
He might be able to fix our autopilot.
Once we have one.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gen 1.
You get me one and I'll fix it, but I can't make one from scratch.
No, but we can find one.
There's always a chance to find something.
Can certainly try.
All right, and Fu, go ahead. We certainly got a lot of lag on that, so waiting for it to come on through. Oh my goodness.
Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. By the time you're hearing this, you'll hear me as Fu. I'll be playing the party Chrome, which is also a half battery, and I have this void ability to speak to or understand small creatures, maybe control some of them. I'm not very tech savvy, but I'm an asteroid driller. Before we start this next session, we'll find out what my name is by then, and hopefully have a better connection. Catch me at Tall Tropical on Twitter. See you guys in the next episode, 2 weeks from now.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in. I've been GM Capricious Nature with a ridiculous 5-minute lag coming across the Pacific and Atlantic cable lines. Hopefully, hopefully things will be a little bit smoother next time around. So we will see. We will find out. You can catch me here on Cybernation Uncensored. You can catch our homebrew content as well on our Discord. And very soon I'll be publishing it up on our website, cybernationuncensored.com. You can catch us here next week, in 2 weeks for our next session 1 of Death in Space, where we're going to see how good our terrible pilot can terribly pilot our death boat. And we will be finding out.
I renamed the boat.
What did you
Sorry.
rename the boat to?
Everything's gonna be all right.
Everything's gonna be all right. All right. Well, hopefully everything's going to be all right, and hopefully everything's going to be all right for our internet connection next time, so fingers crossed. And I hope all of you have an absolutely wonderful week. Everybody, have a good one, and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cybernation Uncensored.